Here are 3 simple exercises that I do every single day to age-proof my body. So over the age of 50, it's never too early to start thinking about exercises, little tiny exercises. I call it exercise snacking, that you can do every single day to age-proof your body. And when I say age-proof your body, yes, of course, I talk a lot about resistance training and sit workouts and all the other aspects of a multimodal exercise routine that all women over 50 need to be doing. But what I'm talking about in this video are these little tiny exercises that you can create as little bit of habits. You can link them to a habit that you already do, and I'm going to show you how to do this. And these exercises specifically are to help with balance, which I think is one of the most important things to work on and cultivate as we get older, because one fall, trip and fall, takes you out of the game. It can really be a problem. I work with a lot of women who have had a fall, and it can take them months, if not years, to really sort of get themselves back. And past a certain age, it can be even more concerning and problematic. So what can we do every single day? These 3 tiny little exercises. You're going to love this because they're just so easy. 1, to work on balance. 2, to work on building bone mineral density. And 3, to work on a little bit of lower body strength. So let's get into them right now. The first one is balance. So there's a lot of different balancing exercises that I teach and I do, and having taught yoga for many, many years as part of a yoga practice, a lot of yoga poses are balancing poses. But we're just going to forget about all that for now. What can you do in your own home? Now, the reason I've got 2 chairs here, either side of me, 2 very sturdy chairs, is because if your balance is already a little bit off, you really want to do this exercise with 2 sturdy chairs either side of you, because everything that you do needs obviously to be safe. And I will just say as a little bit of a disclaimer, but before you do anything that I'm showing you, always check with your physical therapist or your healthcare team first, particularly if you have balance issues, if you've had a stroke, you've got heart disease, you always want to check first. Okay, so this is such a beautifully simple exercise, and I'm going to show you how to progress it. So all you are doing is you're going to stand 1 foot in front of the other, heel to toe, as if you're on a tightrope. Not train tracks, but a tightrope. Now, for some of you, just that might be, oh, so I want you to try it when in doubt. And again, everybody who's watching this video, you're all at different levels of your, fitness and balance journey. So when in doubt, have these 2 supports here. Okay, so I've got 1 foot in front of the other, heel to toe. That's the first thing. Okay, try it both sides first, because it'll be very different one side to the other. Okay, that side is my left side. My left foot in front is different, only because my hip is much tighter on one side. So try it both sides, holding on to supports. That's the first thing. Next thing to progress, you're going to come back. Okay, and you're just going to try with holding onto the support, and then taking your hands off the support and seeing, okay, can I balance here? Okay, I'm good here. You might just want to have a little finger on something just for a little bit of support. Now, if that is challenging and you're still a little bit, on either of the sides, then work on this for 3 to 4 to 5 weeks until, because balance does get better if you work on it. So do that until you can stand with absolutely no support, and that's how you're going to work on your balance, okay? So the next stage to progress this even further is you would use both of your supports, and you're going to look down on the floor in front of you, about 2 or 3 feet in front of you, then look up to the middle distance in front of you, and then look up. Okay, so try that with supports first. Down, middle, up. And then on both sides, going very, very slowly. Down, middle, up. Try it on both sides. And then where you would actually progress to is, I'm just changing feet here, is you would have your hands off the support, okay, and then you would look down at the floor, middle distance, up, then just slowly moving back and forth, looking down, slowly looking up, looking down, and so on. So that's where you progress to. And if without any support, you are good, and remember you're heel to toe, like this, with no support, then that's just something that you can make a little habit every single day, literally after you've brushed your teeth. You can go in the bathroom, you've got a little kitchen, bathroom counter just to hang on to with your fingers there. And some of you might not need both these supports just to start off with, so you'll just work it out. But if you don't, just always have something, just even if it's a finger on a counter, just to go, okay, I'm going to practice this. So after I brush my teeth every morning, I'm going to look down, middle, up, and so on. And then you try it on both feet. Right? So that's the first exercise. That's the tightrope balancing exercise. Next exercise is we're now going to do, and again, this is just a little habit that you can put in every day to work on your bone mineral density. Because when we're working on bone mineral density, we want a jumping motion. You want to feel that reverberation of that impact through your bones. Now, for a lot of women over the age of 50, over the age of 60, 70, sometimes doing plyometrics like jumping from one side to the next, or jump rope, or even skipping might be a little bit too much for you, particularly if you've had knee surgery, hip surgery. So what I love to do is just you come up onto the balls of your feet. Again, you might need a bit of support, and it's called a heel slam. So all you're going to do is slam your heels down. Slam your heels down. Holding onto a support, come up onto the balls of your feet. You might need support just to balance there, and then come on down, come on down. Another little added benefit for coming up onto the balls of your feet is you could also turn this into a balancing exercise. So feet are hip distance apart, hanging onto something, come up onto the balls of your feet, and very, very slowly come down. Okay, you could do sort of 10 of those, and then 10 heel slams, and even try that with no support. Again, you're building your balance. Right, so heel slam is the second exercise. Third exercise is a simple sit to stand. And this is what I teach all my clients, and we do a progression of this. But at the very least, every single day, I'm going to quickly show you how to progress this. We're sitting down, and the basic exercise is you're going to lean forward a little bit onto the front of your sit bones, have your hands at your heart. You're going to come up slowly, squeeze the glutes, and then come on down. Nice sturdy chair. Okay. As you progress it, a lot of my clients will hold a really heavy weight. You can start with a 10-pound, go up to 15 or 20, really nice and close into your chest, and then you would do your heel to stands. Now I want to give you one more progression for those of you who are like, oh, that's easy for me to do, because we're all at different levels, is you are going to come up, it's really called a pistol squat, with one leg out in front of you. So you can try this without a weight. This requires strength and balance, putting it all together. So I've got my right foot under my right knee. This is challenging for me, and my left leg out in front of me, and I'm going to come up, woo, and come down. And this is where I really get to work on my balance and my strength. So I do love a pistol squat. So that's a final thing that you could try to progress. I wanted to try and give all of you ladies who are at different levels of fitness different things to do. But start trying to think about exercise more than just this thing that I do once a week or twice a week when I go to a class or go to the gym. Those sessions are very important. But I want you to start trying to think about, what can I do every single day when I'm waiting for the saucepan to boil, the soup to boil, or I've just finished cleaning my teeth, or I'm waiting for whatever it is. These little exercises that I showed you, once you get going with them, the balancing exercises, the heel stands and whatnot, and even the sit to stand, when you finish your breakfast, or, when you get up from dinner. These are just really easy exercises that you can, or habits, I'm going to say, that you can start cultivating and developing for balance and strength. So go do it. Hope you found this useful. I'll see you next. Oh, and before I go, I must remember, if you haven't already, join my Inner Circle school community. It's an inner circle that I created for like-minded women to gather together, to inspire each other. women over the age of 45 who are absolutely committed to getting into the best health of their life and staying that way for many years to come. Link is in the description to the video.